Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to our building in Minecraft series, guys. Series where we take builds within Minecraft and I showcase to you guys how you can easily replicate them yourselves and how you can add to existing builds to make them more interesting. In this first episode, we're going to turn our attention to where you want to begin in Minecraft with a starter house, guys. We are going to be building up the front facade of a starter house. So the great thing about this is all of the resources we are going to be using are easily accessible within the early game. There's no need to get silk touch. There's no need to go out exploring further. We're going to use a mixture of oak, spruce, and birch. Yes, birch, along with some cobblestone, all easy to get within the early game. And the build turns out amazing in the end, guys. I'm so happy with it. So if you're excited for this like I am, go ahead and leave the video a like right now so you don't forget. And hit that subscribe button, or maybe take it out for a nice romantic dinner and then kindly leave it with the check so that you don't have to pay for it. Either way, do something like that, guys. And without any further ado, let's get into the episode. Here we go, man. Here we go. That's so simple and easy to break a block in Minecraft. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it, man. Instead of 3 singular windows. Oh, jeez. Where in the blue blazers did you come from, mister? So continuing exactly what we've been doing, I've gone ahead and I put a roof on the top. I've just used stairs and then upside down stairs, similar to how we use the slabs. So when it comes to Minecraft, it's fairly easy to get to grips with anyway. You just use the WASD keys to move around. And the first thing you're going to want to do is you got to punch wood. That's what we always do at the beginning of a Minecraft world. And you just hold left click down. It's that simple. Very easy. Like I said, I'm going to try and focus the series around helping you guys learn not only how to play Minecraft, but how to get better at building in Minecraft. We're just holding down the left click while looking at the block that we want to break. That's so simple and easy to break a block in Minecraft. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it, man, unless you try and break bedrock. But then again, that's a little bit more on the difficult side. We're going to collect some wood. We're just going to collect some wood. Here we are. Like we're punching a tree. We're punching a tree. We've got our wood. If you want to know how you place blocks, you just press right click and then you can hold left click. Now, some blocks you can't mine with the left click. Well, you can mine every block with the left click, I should say. But there are some blocks that require us to have tools. And what are tools? Well, that's fairly easy to get into. We're just going to do that right here. We're just going to press E to bring this up. We're going to move this using the left click. We're going to just hold shift and click to get all those in there. Guys, I'm going to do a series of shorts that's going to teach you guys exactly how to get to grips with Minecraft. So I'm going to assume most of you know the basic principles of how to interact with your computer. So we shouldn't need to, but you should be able to follow along. And then all we're going to do is make ourselves a pickaxe. Now, there are a series of tools within Minecraft. You can go from wooden tools, and there are a variety of tools. And we're going to make all of them right now. Even though we don't technically need to make all of them out of wood, we could go straight for stone tools if we wanted to once we got the wooden pickaxe. But these are the series of tools that you can make out of wood: sword, pickaxe, axe, shovel, and hoe. And all of them do different things. Do different things within the game. Oh, my words, they kind of got away from me then. So the axe usually chops anything wood related and chops it a little bit quicker than punching it with your hand. Pretty much any block that you can imagine would be a ground block. So grass, podzol, gravel, that. Mine's with a shovel. Mine's a little bit faster. As for the hoe, you can just right click to go ahead and turn it into farmland. We'll get into that a little bit later on. Also, leaves can be mined faster with a hoe, but they don't drop anything unless you mine it with a shear or a silk touch. Oh, sword, that's used to kill mobs. Fairly easy, fairly simple. And the pickaxe is used to mine pretty much anything of stone. So we got a little bit of stone right here. We can use pickaxe to just go ahead and mine this. We advanced to the stone age right there. So we got 3 stone. That's enough to make ourselves an upgraded pickaxe. Now, it is important to know that sometimes you might not know what tool mines what. If you mine something with the wrong tool, there's a high chance that the thing that you're mining, say if you were to mine, well, wood's a really poor choice, but if you were to mine stone with any tool that was the wrong tool, then you're going to lose the stone. You have to mine it with a pickaxe, but wood is fairly forgiving, as is grass and some blocks. So experiment around with that. And like I said, I'm not going to go into the full basics of how to play Minecraft, guys. I want this to be more of a tutorial building series. So, guys, it'll help you guys learn how to build a little bit better. And it's all going to be done in survival. It's all going to be in preparation of the new 1.17 update. We're going to get to a Let's Play of that in the near future here right now. But for right now, I'm gonna mine myself a little bit of wood. I wanna worry about a bed early on in the game, man. A bed's important. A bed is very important. Without a bed, we are going to be stuck during the night out here, and I don't want that. And we're not playing on peaceful, we are playing on normal. So, yes, beds are going to be a thing. So I want to rummage around here and see if we can find ourselves some sheep. Food is a big pain within the early game. You can kill some animals. So we can slay this chicken right here. Get ourselves a piece of raw chicken. That's good. But we could also find these like berry bushes around here. Right click them, get ourselves some berries. That got us 3 berries. And the good thing about these is we can actually plant these. It looks like there's something up there murdering these chickens. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. But I think it's a fox. Yeah, a little baby fox is right off down there. So we got chickens, we got pigs, you've got cows, and there are a bunch of other mobs. I tend to murder or rather slay the pigs early on, just because they don't really have an alternate use. So sheep, they drop mutton, which is food, but they also drop wool, which is a good alternate source. As for cows, they drop leather as well as beef, which again is an alternate source. And the ducks, or the chickens, as some people refer to them as dogs, they're actually chickens. They drop feathers, so they all have additional uses within the game over just their average one. But pigs, they don't really have anything. So we don't want to take away the sheep or the cows this early on. We want to make sure that we know where they are so we can come back for them and start breeding them up. But at the same time, we also need food. So that's why I always slay the pigs. And I kind of like leave the others unless I'm going quite a distance out. So this looks like a nice little area to sort of find some sheep. Sheep can sometimes be a bit of a pain. I think I see one over there. Yes, I do. So here's our first sheep. Because we do need a bed, I am going to kill these. Yeah. I was going to look for a little bit of iron, but I think that's a little bit too much right now. So contrary to what I literally just said, I will kill the first couple of sheep that I find, enough to get myself 3 wool. A bed is super important when you play Minecraft. It allows you to sleep through the night. And the night you want to sleep through because you're going to get hostile mobs. And we don't have any armor. We have this literally pathetic wooden sword right here, which is absolutely useless. So we want to get rid of that as soon as. But now we've got our 3 wool. We can go ahead and just craft ourselves up a bed. We're going to use this big crafting table right here. We're just going to put the 3 planks like that. Like so. We got ourselves a bed. That's good. That's good. That's good. We're going to go ahead and just mine this. That's good. That's good. That's good. Now, once we've done this, we're pretty much set. But there is some stone exposed right here. And it looks like there's a little bit of iron here. Now, we can't mine the iron with the wooden pickaxe. As you notice, it's starting to mine really, really slow. That's usually an indicator that whatever tool you're using is the wrong tool. We actually need the upgraded pickaxe, which is a stone pickaxe, which is made the exact same way we made the wood. We're just replacing the wood with the cobblestone. And there we go. Got a stone pickaxe that's mining much faster, and it drops itself. So we've got ourselves a piece of iron ore. We can turn that into a piece of iron later on if we so wish to. But for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to mine some of this stone. I want to get myself a reasonable amount of stone, maybe about half a stack. So now I have ourselves a nice little half a stack, or just over half a stack. Stack refers to 64 because that's the most of any one item that you could carry. Half a stack is obviously 32, I like so, because that's half, but we got about that. This should be enough to make ourselves the tools we want. So we've already got the pickaxe, so we can get rid of the wooden pickaxe, make ourselves a stone pickaxe, make ourselves that stone shovel, and then we can make ourselves a stone sword. I'm not going to worry too much about the hoe. That's not a big worry for me right now. We've got enough cobble to make that if needy. Oh, I guess this took my throat there. Oh, man. Tell you, just eating a hiccup. That's what I'm blaming it on. Blaming it on a hiccup. Now, the next thing when it comes to building, the main thing is you got to find a place that you really, really like. And I purposely picked this specific seed because I like this bit just over here. This sort of like valley here, I think, is absolutely astonishing. And I really, really want to build our sort of starter home in this valley. We got high cliffs to either side. Really cool idea to turn one of these into a mine. So now that I've got myself some stone tools, I can mine reasonably fast. It's still not unbelievably fast. We can certainly get faster in the later game. But this will do enough for me to just clear out these trees and get myself enough resources to sort of start building what I want to build here in the early game. So now you can see it's growing dark. We can actually put our bed down using the right click and then just right click into it. This will do 2 things. 1, it'll speed through the night, meaning the hostile mobs aren't going to spawn. And 2, it'll also set our spawn point. So as long as we leave that bed down, if we were to die, we would spawn somewhere within a couple of blocks of this bed. So it's handy to just leave the bed down and don't keep picking it up. Too many times I've done that in a survival world. I've picked it up and then it resets my spawn point to the world spawn, which is usually considerably far away from where I'm building, and all hell breaks loose. So I've cleared out a reasonably big space for the area that I want to build in, which is good. I've also been going ahead and mining some stone in here. Got a nice little big room carved out here, but I ran across this. You may not have seen this before. This is gold, especially if you're new to Minecraft. And we need a stone. Well, we can actually mine this with a wooden pickaxe. This can be mined with any pickaxe, but this drops coal. This allows us to smelt items in a new kind of block, which I'm going to showcase to you real quickly right now, called the furnace. And the furnace allows us to turn certain things into other things. So we go ahead and craft a furnace by just using stone like so. Place this down. We go ahead and just pop in our coal in the bottom slot, and then we can pop stuff in the top slot. Now, one piece of coal will smelt 8 items. So we can cook pork chop, and what this allows us to do is get ourselves a cooked pork chop, which is significantly better to eat than a regular pork chop. See, if we grab the cooked pork chop here, and we just grab the raw pork chop. If we eat this raw pork chop, we're going to get ourselves 2 ham bars. This cooked pork chop will do considerably more. Obviously, we can't see that because I don't have 2 ham bars. Oops, I'm pressing the wrong button. I didn't have less than 2 ham bars left. But that's going to make us some cooked pork chops. Another thing the furnace can do is it can take stone and some other blocks and make other blocks out of them. The cobblestone will turn back into stone. You can even smelt logs down. They turn into charcoal, which is the exact same as coal, pretty much. It's just got a different name. As you can see, we got stone, and we can do some cool things with this stone. We can turn it into stone brick. We can make some stone walls. It just gives us more blocks and more textures to play with. I actually want the stone bricks from here, if I'm honest with you. So when it comes to building, you want to make sure that you've got access to as many blocks as possible, because there's no limit to what blocks you can and cannot use when it comes to building. People even use more advanced blocks like the furnace and the crafting table within their builds. Although for our first build, we're going to keep it fairly simple. We're going to have a block, then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I think I'm going to go 7. I think I'm going to go big. Go big or go home, eh? Hey, that's what I say. That's what I say. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this back here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll pop a block there. Now that I'm looking at this, this is coming up sizably bigger than I wanted to. So this side, I'm actually going to make it a little bit smaller. We're going to put a 3 block gap. Brilliant. That's kind of what I want. Now, when you're building, I like to just start with 1 block at a time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take these birch logs, and I'm going to place them down like so. And now I'm thinking about this. I'm actually going to mine these up. No. I don't want these here anymore. I'm actually going to put these sideways like so. And I want to go ahead and do the same when it comes to this side. So we're just basically repeating what we've got over here. Now, on this side, I am going to have a bit of a door. So I'm going to change the color over here. And we'll just say for now, we're going to do that. We're keeping it very simple. So we've just used logs, and we've created this sort of color shape. Now, I want to go a step further, because within Minecraft, there are various different blocks, things that you can do with blocks. One of them is to strip them. But it's nighttime, so I need to sleep first. It's morning, so now we can go ahead and strip these logs, and we're just going to hold the right-click button and just strip each and every single one of them. And now, we've got this sort of shape, which I kind of like. Now, I'm debating whether or not to trade these out for regular blocks. I don't know. Maybe. But I am significantly liking this. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this up a little bit more. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a block there, a block there, a block there, and I'm gonna start thinking about how I want this to look. So I definitely want some sort of front door here, but I'm gonna worry about that in a moment. For now, I'm gonna worry about this particular bit, and I think, well, if we have a block there, and we have a block there, and we have a block there, if we do these ones going vertically, I can create windows. So if I just put these at 2 blocks tall each, like so, then strip them, the different directions, as you can see, they're going in different directions. You can't see it too well, but it won't be noticeable. And then go ahead and just build this up a little bit more. So let's build this up to this height. Let's go ahead and grab our birch. I forgot what it was called for a second then. Jeez. You're supposed to be a professional Minecrafter. You forget what blocks are called. That's the way to go. And let's just strip all of these. And then we get that sort of shape. I'm liking that. So I'm going to get a very similar thing put on this side. So now that I've done a little work, you guys can see that we've got something really cool looking going on. And this is actually making me want to do a side entrance to the home on this side, as opposed to ruining this. I really kind of like this. But this is just the front facade. We got the whole thing to do. And I want to continue this same theme going back. But we're going to focus on the front facade for right now. Getting the front facade looking really nice. And I want to start putting a little bit of a roof on so I can get a general idea. And for this, I'm actually going to use slabs. So I'm just going to take these and I'm going to put them there like so. We'll just go with a stack of slabs. And then I want to make myself a little bit of a scaffolding to get up and down here. I'm going to make it out of dirt. Dirt's a great block to use for scaffolding, by the way. So we're going to start putting this together. So we're going to go there like so. Then I'm going to use a temporary block, put another block on there. I'm going to use another temporary block. And I'm just bringing this up by half a block each time I add it up. And this is going to help me sort of determine where this roof is going to meet up with this middle section. And that's important for me. That's really, really important. So we're going to go there. And it looks like I've done it pretty close to where I want it. So I do want to take this up one more. So we're just going to do that. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and just strip that. We can bring our oak logs across like so. And then strip all of these. Oh, I don't know if my axe is going to survive this. We can hope. I'm going to pop that there. Pop that there. Get those stripped. And all I'm doing is literally following the same pattern that we've already done here. I think this is just going to last us. Oh, yes. And there we go. I missed one. But now I need to worry about blending in behind here. And blending this in isn't all that difficult, if I'm honest with you. It's fairly easy. But I want to think about this a little bit more. So I'm going to get some more work done on this. I'm also going to bring a roof up on this side. Then we'll see where we are. A little bit of work later, guys. I did a little bit of fiddling. This is what we've got. I've still got to go ahead and just sort that out. But what I actually wanted to show you guys here is I introduced a new block. I introduced these stair blocks on almost every other one. Now, there is a reason I've done this, and that is because if we were to go up here, when we start bringing this roof back, we start adding in slabs here, you can't do a double slab here. So I can't do a slab of something or other there, and then a cobblestone slab on top. That's not going to work because they both occupy the same block. And with the slab there, you would see this bottom one. So this time I decided to use the stair, and then that way I can creepily or craftily hide the block behind him. And what this allowed me to do is create this like too wide window here. And on this side, we've got a single one right close up, which is something that doesn't occur anywhere else in this building. You may think, okay, that's breaking the pattern. Why am I doing that? Why don't I just put the window here? And I could certainly put the window there, but I like the fact that it's just offset a little bit. To be honest with you, I'm thinking of sort of messing around with this front bit right here to have one central window instead of 3 singular windows. Oh, jeez! Where in the blue blazers did you come from, mister? Oh, holy crap, you must have spawned in here. Oh, my. Jeez, talk about giving me a heart attack. Talk about giving me a heart attack. Oh, Nino. Oh, jeez. Okay. That did not happen. We haven't taken our first death. That's good. We didn't die. As long as we don't die, we are fine. But I think the next thing that I want to do is I want to start getting a bit of a roof put on. So I'm going to mess around with this here and get a roof put on this middle bit. So continuing exactly what we've been doing, I've gone ahead and I put a roof on the top. I've just used stairs and then upside down stairs, similar to how we use the slabs. Made this one a little bit more pointy. I've decided to go with a different sort of stretch of birch, stripped birch up there just to bring it out. I'm thinking this might look better here as a spruce pillar as opposed to the sort of like white contrast that we've got of the birch. That I may change. But also, there are some other things that I do want to add in to this. The first thing is I want to go ahead and I want to grab some of the stone that we made up earlier. We've got this stone right here, and I'm going to make some stairs out of this real briefly. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make something called trapdoors like so. So we've got 2 new blocks here that we haven't played around with before. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the stone like so, and then I'm going to go ahead and just close a trapdoor there like so. And I kind of like that. That's sort of there. We're going to need a little bit more wood, so let me just make up some more. Oopsie daisy. I got those in my offhand. Let me make up just a few more trapdoors right here. We're going to have to throw this wood down. Pick that back up in a moment. And we'll just pop this there. And, oh yeah, there's the other one. Good. And I do have one stone slab, which I'm going to put on the end. I'm going to put it upside down. So we do need to make a couple more stairs, but you kind of get the basic idea. Now, I think I'm going to put the exact same in up here. So let me get that into place. Of course, trapdoors don't just come in spruce flavor. They come in all flavor. We can take these oak ones, for example, and we can just wrap them around these pillars to give it a little bit more strength, to make it look like this is holding it up, this is bracing it, or pretty much whatever we want to add. And you guys can see here that I've added some more work to this, and I really, really kind of like it. Another thing that we can do is we don't have to stop with the trapdoors. We can add even more trapdoors to sort of make it look like it's being held up. And you see how this just sort of adds layers of depth to the build. We're one short of doing what I want to do. But you can see now that the build is starting to feel like it's coming alive, like there's more to it than what there was previously. And the great thing about these trapdoors that we're putting out like this, and these stone things, is we can put things on them, like flower pots with the flower in it. Obviously, we don't have access to them yet. But right now, this house is starting to feel and look more like a house as opposed to just a blocky feature. But the next thing that I want to add is actually sand, or rather, more specifically, glass. And to do that, we need to gather some sand. So I'm just going to make up a shovel here. And this stuff over here, this like yellowy, pale white stuff, is sand. And we need to get this, and we need to smelt this down. So I'm going to smelt, I don't know, maybe about half a stack of this, I think. So once we smelt the sand down, we get these glass blocks. But I don't want glass blocks. I want glass panes. And they're very easy. You just do that, and you get a little bit more. And the reason that I want these is because if we take that one block, the block occupies the entire block. And unfortunately, when you break glass, you don't get it back unless you get something called Silk Touch, which we are quite a ways off of just yet. But by just adding in regular windows, we start to make this really cool looking shape, or rather this really cool looking immersion of depth. Now, I would really like to add more things than this, but I'm just going with the blocks that we've got access to at the moment. You can make these in various different colors. I believe 16 different colors all in total within the game. And you can make them in pretty much any color. Actually, that's something that we can do. We can just go ahead and we can just dot a few of these just around the outside like so. And this will just add a little bit more to it. And then we've got a place to come for our greenery and stuff. I'll add some red, make it pop a little bit. And I think that'll be really, really good. But I need to get the rest of these windows in. The windows are in place. The front facade is completed. This is what it looks like. It looks like a really homey home. And I just realized I completely lied to you guys. I apologize. I do not make a habit of lying, but sometimes you miss things. There we go. Now it is not complete because that one's missing. Jeez, I looked and I swear I saw all these in, man. Oh, my eyesight isn't what it used to be. But there we go. There we go. The windows are in. It's starting to look a little bit more like a house. And I've started to bring the sides in here and the back a little bit. I've just done it one block. Unfortunately, I don't have the wood to finish this place off just yet. There's obviously a lot more to be done to this. And I want to add some things to the roof to sort of make it stand out a little bit more. But unfortunately, I'm running out of time in this episode. So I think I'm going to do that within the next episode. And I think this is going to call it for this episode. I mean, I say I think. I'm making this episode. I get to choose what it is. I don't think. I know this is the end of the episode because I have nothing else planned for this episode because we are past the 20-minute mark. So that is going to do it, guys. We've done quite a lot of this episode. I've had a lot of fun making this episode. I have tremendous fun. I can't wait to finish this place. This place is really looking good. But guys, that is going to do it for this episode. So if you've enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave it a like. It really helps out the channel. I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like and hit subscribe if you want to see more from me. Guys, okay, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.